The recent move in gold, oil, Canadian dollar, and then the US dollar shows that the geopolitical tension in the Middle East between Israel and Palestine and the war between Russia and Ukraine is really having its own impact in the forex market. As you can see, gold moved massively last week, and then Canadian dollar too. We have JPY too move massively, and then very strong across some currency, and then weak against some currency. Probably we have most of the safe haven currency being active last week, and as Canadian dollar is attached to oil and oil is booming, so we have a very strong Canadian dollar last week. So this week, let's see how it goes. Let's see what is going to happen. Maybe the move will continue. We'll have the gold continue going upside. Probably US dollar continue going upside because it's also a safe haven currency, and it's rare when you see GBP USD or dollar going up and then you see gold too going up. It's a very rare occasion, so which means that anytime there is a geopolitical tension, the correlation between gold and US dollar don't normally work like that. And we have the economic activities last week. Last week was the release of the PPI. The PPI was released before the CPI, and in both the CPI and PPI we have better than expected results coming out from there. This adds to the indicator of dollar strength last week. So significantly, let's see where dollar is heading to, and then the other pairs. So today I add most of the card pairs to my analysis today. That is a pounds card, euro card, and then US dollar, Canadian dollar. Due to the Canadian dollar strength, we should see the euro card to the downside more, pounds card to the downside more, and probably US dollar card to the downside more. That is US dollar, Canadian dollar. So probably euro USD, GBP USD, those are pending trade, where we'll be looking at a price where we'll buy and then a price where we will sell. So let's check the economic activities of last week. In case I have not introduced myself, this is Ambafx. If you are new here, welcome to my YouTube channel, where I drop the latest insights in the world of forex market every week on this YouTube channel. So don't hesitate to subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on the notification button, like, and share the video to the loved one, so that you can be updated about what is going on around the forex market, and then you can just know where the next PS is going. And this is due to my own analysis, not an investment advice. So I'm not a financial advisor. This is based on my analysis and based on my perspective towards the forex market. So you might not agree with me on this. It's fine if you didn't agree with me. That is how forex market works. So you can actually drop your opinion in the comment section about each of the currency pair that you know that okay, this is where this is going. So your opinions are very, very welcome in the comment section. So let's check out the economic activities of last week and this week, and see how we incorporate it to the market. Last week we have called CPI on Wednesday, which comes out better than expected. And I used to say this to most of traders, that if you see the PPI coming out better than expected, because PPI is a producer price index, that is the amount of good that the amount of money the producer use in producing that particular goods. And if you see it coming out better than expected, then you should see the CPI coming out better than expected too. But there is a variation at some moment, but most of the time this always correlates with each other, because if a producer spends some certain amount of money to produce a goods and services, then you will, let's say the amount is spent before now increase, so definitely it will add money to how the final consumer, that is the consumer price index, how they will buy it. Let's say I spend $10 in producing a goods, and then before the consumer usually purchases it at $12. So probably if I now spend like $12, you know, the consumer will actually buy it at $14. So that is how the CPI and then the BPI works. So this is from the producer level and this is from the consumer level. So probably most of the time, if it comes out better than expected at the producer level, you should be anticipating a better than expected too at the consumer level. And then these are the inflation measure news. So that is the two significant news last week, the CPI and the PPI. So this week, let's see what is going to happen this week. This week we have the Imperial State Manufacturing Index on Monday and monetary policy on Tuesday. We have the Canadian CPI year over year, month over month on Tuesday. We have the core retail sales out of the US dollar on Tuesday. We have the FOMC member speech, pounds CPI on Wednesday. We have the AUD employment rate and unemployment rate on Thursday, and then Philly Fed manufacturing index too on Thursday. On Friday, we have pounds retail sales, Canadian core retail sales, and then we have retail sales from the Canadian dollar. So this week, I still favor the Canadian dollar to the upside. That is a continuation of Canadian dollar strength, probably gold strength. US dollar, I can't say. Let's see how it goes. Depend on what happened on DSY on Monday. After Monday close, then after Monday daily candle close, then we'll resume that US dollar will resume the expectation on probably maybe US dollar strength or maybe continuation of US dollar strength or US dollar weakness. So this week, significant news on AUD, on pounds, on USD, and then on Canadian dollar. So let's see how it goes this week. So let's go back to the technical and check all the technical level and see where we'll enter our trade and then where we would likely exit our trade this week. This week I have some pairs to check, and then probably every week I add the US dollar pairs and then some other currency pairs that will be looking to trade and be looking to trade at some levels. You understand? So on this DSY, if you can see DSY right here, DSY has not moved above 106,720. So probably last week I said that if we have a move above 106,712, then the strength is not negotiable. But if we still have it close below 106,712, then we can still negotiate US dollar strength. It's still negotiable at this particular level. So if you check the 4-hour time frame, you can see that this candle closes below the 106,712. So probably this to me looks like a chart pattern like a head and shoulder. But let's see how it goes right there. If on Monday we have a candle closes above 106,712, then we'll continue with the US dollar strength. But if we have a candle closes below this level, then it means that we are still coming back to retest this level, probably break that particular level at this area. But my strong conviction is probably price might actually break, because if you check the whole direction, the whole direction is to the downside and we are is to the upside. The whole direction is to the upside, and then we have a break of trend line at this level. So a trend line that break against the trend is not that valid, so we see it bounce off this support level. Like I said last week when I did this, check my previous video, all of this is there when I said we'll have it coming back to this level and the bounce off. So after bouncing at this level, then I probably said if we have a break above 106,712, that is when I'll be looking for a long-term uptrend in the US dollar. But for now, I'm still doubting. Maybe we'll have a rejection here or probably a break of this level. But we'll wait for Monday candle close to determine. Probably maybe that level will be broken or that level will actually reject at this particular level. So if you use a trend line at this level, this trend line is slopey, and then if you see a slopey trend line like this, there is a high probability that we'll have a breakout at this moment, because this is 15-minute time frame, checking the still checking the DSY, but we'll have a slopey trend line at this particular level. So probably if price will break this level, we might just have it break this 106712 on Monday. But if we have a break to the downside at this level, it means that we are still coming back to 105712, which depicts US dollar weakness. So let's see how it goes on Monday. This is where I'm looking at on Monday, 106712. After Monday candle close, then we'll know the next direction of the US dollar. Then on gold, I still suggest we'll still see it's going more to the upside. As you can see the movement from here to this particular area from 18 probably 1860 something, 1868 to 1946. So let's see how it goes right there. But I still believe that probably if there's a retracement, you might have retracement back to this level, and any opportunity you see is any retracement you see is an opportunity for you to look for a bullish setup on gold to 1946. Then if 1946 break, then probably should look for an opportunity to 1984. So probably we might have just a retracement back to this area, then we'll have more move to the upside. So let's see how it goes right there. If we have a retracement probably on Monday and Tuesday, then I will be going long on gold. I will be buying gold if there is a retracement. But if there is no retracement, probably I'll wait for retracement at this level if we have one at that particular level on 1946. So let's see how it goes on pounds US dollar. This is the level. I told you that there is no clear direction for me on this pounds US dollar, but this is what I'm looking at right here. So probably price is in between these two levels, as you can see, between 1.21749 and then 1.21156. So if we have a break of this level to the upside, then I will be buying GBP USD to the upside. So this is what I'm saying. If we have a move above this level right here, I will be buying GBP USD back to this high right here. That is if the, let's say, 1 hour candle closes above this level of 1.21738, then I will be in a long bias of GBP USD. Then I will take my profit at 1.23228. That's it right there. And subsequently, if we have a move below 1.21144, then I will be in a sell bias on GBP USD to 1.20366. But what is the strong conviction here is to the downside, because if you check the overall market bias, is to the downside. But if you check the weekly time frame, you can't rule out the possibility of next week closing bullish because of this strong rejection candle right here. So probably we might have next week candle closes bullish and then continue the bullish movement from there. So let's see how it goes. Unless we have next week candle closes bearish again, then probably that is when we have a high probability that this level might be broken to the downside. So that is my own analysis on GBP US dollar. So looking for this level watching this level to break so that I can long GBP USD at this moment at that price, or short if we have a close below 1.21144 to 1.2036. Subsequently, if we now have the break of this a very strong support level right there, then that is when we'll have a free fall on GBP USD. That's when this will be valid at this particular area. So let's see how it goes. But the strong conviction is to the downside. But let's say probably you can see a close, and if the DXY closes bearish, then expect a close below this particular level right there. On Euro USD too, probably is the same thing I'm looking at right here. So if price close below this level, expect a move back to 1.04513, and if it stay above this level, expect a move to this price level first. So we should see a move to this price level first, then subsequent this level. So if price stay above this 1.05008, then you should see it moving to this particular area, then that level break to this. But if price move below and closes below this this level, should be looking for a move back to 0.04513. And if this level break right here, then that's when we'll have a free fall right there to the downside, as you can see. So let's see how it goes right there. But the strong this thing is to the downside because the old directional bias is to the downside. So I'll be waiting for rejection, for a bullish rejection at this on Monday, maybe a few 1 or 2 hours close below the level, then I will take my long position. But if we have a break of this level and the 1 hour closes below it, then I'll be looking for a bearish movement at that level. So the next one is US dollar CAD. US dollar Canadian dollars. You can see the US oil is very strong, so which means that the Canadian dollar too is very strong, and the oil is stronger than dollar at this moment. The oil and gold, they are stronger than dollar at this particular level. So the only bias I'm having on US dollar CAD is to the downside at this particular level, because after we saw a rejection at this particular area and price come back here, and then it will reject at this very strong significant resistance level. So probably you can just see a few retracement and then continuation to the downside. So my bias on US dollar Canadian dollar is to the downside, probably buying from this level to this particular level and then putting my stop loss above the price. This is probably 1:3 to 1:4 risk to reward right there. So if price now move and break this particular high right there, it means that our bias is as invalidated at a particular level. My bias to remain to the upside, my bias to remain to the downside next week. Let's see how it goes right there. So I'm bearish on US dollar CAD, and then probably the first TP might actually be at this support level, that is 1.35781, and the second TP at 1.34233. And all these are based on my opinion. They are not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so it's at your own risk, and then this is only for educational purpose, not a financial advice, as I said earlier. So the next one is the US dollar Swiss franc. US dollar Swiss franc, we traded this US dollar Swiss franc, then we sell from here last week, and then we took our profit at this particular area. The trade is in the Telegram channel. The US dollar Swiss franc and then the AUD Swiss franc, and all this here, if you check the weekly forex forecast we did before, I already dropped it there, and then you see most of the analysis I drop on weekly forex forecast, we always have like 70 to 80% win out of it. If you check it, if you just want to know, you can check the last week weekly forex forecast, the upper one, and then check how the market behave. You see what I'm talking about there. So let's see how it goes on this one. This one, if market didn't break below this, we are still bullish on USD Swiss franc. If market didn't break below 0.89995, so I'm still bullish on this. So we might just have a few adjustments and then a move back to this high. So I'm looking for a bullish movement or a bullish setup of this US dollar Swiss franc at this level. If market break this low, then which means that continue to the downside. But this is my strong conviction is to the upside, because this low has not been taken out. So probably if they take out this low, then that's what I'll be looking for, a bearish opportunity at that particular level. Opportunity I'll be looking for next week is the bullish one on US dollar JPY, I'm bullish on US dollar JPY because if you see price reject at this trend line, and then we see retesting this trend line again, and we have a breakout of this neckline already, because if you check, this is what we call a double bottom, and then the whole market move is to the upside, and then if you see a double bottom with the trend is one of the strongest one you can ever see. So this is with the trend, you see a double bottom at this particular area and a break of this neckline and a retest. So probably I'm bullish on US dollar Japanese yen right there. So this is just what I would do in the 15-minute time frame. So I'll wait for this to break out, then wait for a retest of that trend line in which I will be buying from. So probably I'll wait for this trend line to break, then wait for a retest, then I'll be buying at that particular level. So I'm bullish on US dollar Japanese yen. So let's see where I'll be taking my profit from. So let's use the 4-hour time frame to check where we'll be taking our profit. So we'll be taking our profit at this high right here. So let's go back to 15-minute time frame. So probably if we have a break of this and probably a test, so we'll be taking our profit at 149.973. so that's what we'll be taking our profit right there. So let's see how it goes right there. So the next one is Canadian dollar JPY. I'm bullish on Canadian dollar JPY, and this trade I've entered since last week, probably Tuesday. So I'm still bullish on it, and then price still above you still have price staying above this level of 109.294. so let's see how it goes right there. My bias is for price to get to 110.339 and take my profit. So if price move below 109.274, it means that I will have hit stop loss, because my stop loss is somewhere around this particular area. So let's see how it goes right there. But if price move below this area, then I will look for a close and then sell back to this level of 108.061. As you can see, this is a stealth intervention right here, which dragged the price lower from this particular level right here. That is the intervention from the Japanese yen, and the price find its way back to the upside. So probably my bias is for price to come back to this particular high of 110.339, and if price stay below it, then I'll be looking for a short position to 108.061. So all those levels, you have to take note of all those levels. Those levels are very, very important right here. So if you're going to write it down and then observe it when the market opens, it will be very, very profitable for you to do that. So next one is Swiss franc JPY. Swiss franc JPY too, I'm bullish on Swiss franc JPY, but probably I'm looking for price to come down to this level, reject at this level, and then be taking my profit at 116.482. so any adjustment you see back to this level and close below or above it is an opportunity for you to look for a bullish movement to 166.482. Talking about the AUD Swiss franc, this is one of the signal we enter and then lasted for like a week. So we enter from here, and then it is a very safe and clean trade, and then as you can see, it's still going down, because I waited for like 2 weeks before price could reach that level where I sold this pair for. So been waiting. If you check the weekly forex forecast I've done, let's say in the last 4 to 3 weeks, you'll see that I said in one of the video that I'll be waiting for price to get to this particular level, and then lo and behold, price gets to this level, and then we have a rejection, and then this is almost like 300 pips to the downside, and the price is still coming to this level. And as you can see, we might still break this particular low right here, because all this low are taking out, this low is taking out this low. So probably we might have this low, we might have price taking out that particular low again. So the next pair I want to check is the pounds Australian dollar. Pounds Australian dollar, My bias on this is to the upside, as price stays above price still above 1.92296. So probably at the market open, just look for a small retracement in the lower time frame. This is the daily time frame, so let's go to the 15-minute time frame and then see what's going on here. So probably in the 15-minute time frame, it looked like a safe buy at this level. So probably price might come to retest this level there, or even break and retest this level. Then we'll have more moves to the upside at that particular level. And then next week our target is 1.97158. that is where our target is. So I'm still bullish on pounds AUD. And then at this time of uncertainty, you have the SND card, the SND, the AUD weakness coming out to play on this when there is geopolitical tension or any time of uncertainty. You will see that coming to play out. Only the Canadian dollar as a commodity currency is strong because of a very strong oil, and oil is still pushing up. So next week we should still see strength in the oil sector. So let's see how it goes. This is to the upside, so probably price might just come and retest this level, and then we'll have a move to the upside at that level. So then the level I'm looking at is 1.97158, and if price now break this low back to the downside to this area, I'll still be looking to long. But if this low is taken out, then that, so any time price come back to this low, I won't be doing anything. I'll just be looking at the market, be watching. Even if price come back to this low, I will be watching until price come back. I will decide. That's when I will be buying back to 1.97158. So most of the time you just need to wait and then see how price react to some level before you jump in. Forex market is not about jumping in and jumping out. It's about waiting for some certain price level before you jump in. That is what they call traders. A trader is not someone that just open is empty for or trading view, and then the next thing you want to do is just to jump in on a trade. So most of the time you need to wait, see how price reacts to some level, see how price close below or above some level before you actually jump in. That is what they even call discipline, because discipline will make you wait for some certain thing to happen in the market and actually wait before you do what, before you enter the market. Sometimes you might not, because last week, for example, I personally, the only trade I took was GBP USD and then Canadian dollar JPY. Even the Canadian dollar JPY USD hit my first TP, I break even close to my position and come back to it my break even again. And Canadian dollar JPY is just rallying. I'm just saying rally. I said rally range on the Canadian dollar JPY, so it's just ranging in one place. So that is what I did. This is it. So the price is just ranging between, almost hit my stop, because my stop loss is somewhere below this area. So it's just doing that throughout the week. So I just wait. So I didn't jump in on another trade. So that is how trades work. You have to be patient for your price, and then before you actually jump in. So the next one is pounds Canadian dollar. So pounds Canadian dollar, as you can see, the Canadian dollar is very, very strong. So my bias on price on pounds Canadian dollar is to the downside. So as we have break of this level right here to the downside, so probably market might just come back and then reject at that level to 1.63660. So I'll be looking for a close below this particular level. As you can see, this candle has not closed. Yeah, this one closed, which means that there's a strong possibility that the price will continue to fall. But as this candle opened beside it, it could open bullish. So if I see another 4-hour candle closes below this level, then I will be taking my sell position and then understand taking my profit at 1.63660. So that is the first one. Probably if price break this level too, then I'll be looking for the second take profit at 1.60985. So the last one I want to check is Euro Canadian dollars. This is one of my best pair too after the Canadian dollar JPY. And the reason why I choose most of this Canadian dollar pair is because of the oil, and they are somehow attached to the oil. So probably this might actually continue to the downside as price as on 4-hour time frame. The price has also closed below this particular significant level, as you can see. So we have closed below this support level. So the support level might actually become the new one, the new resistance, as price might actually go towards to retest it and probably break to the downside. So any retracement you see, I'm planning for you to look for a bearish setup on Canadian dollar, on euro, Canadian dollar. So let's see how it goes right there. So I'm bearish on this particular pair too, probably looking for price to just come to retest this level, and then price close below it will feast. So checking the 15-minute time frame, as you can see. So so price might actually do some things here, coming back here, and then we have a break of this to the downside. So that is what I'm looking at on euro Canadian dollar. So guys, this is the weekly forex forecast. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that anytime I drop a video like this, you will be notified in real time. You watch it in real time. So a big thank you to everybody that has been supporting this channel, that has been around this channel. So help us grow this channel by sharing the links to your friend, by promoting the Telegram channel. So most of the analysis I drop here, I said it earlier, we almost have like 80% win if you follow the price at which I said you should enter or exit, or probably wait, and you have a very good and a profitable trading week. So once again, this is the weekly forex forecast. Have a good and a profitable trading week. Don't forget to trade safely. Don't forget to check the fundamental reports every day and then incorporate it to your trading. Have a nice